Let's move over to our week 5 picks. All right. On the year so far, I am 30. No, I'm sorry. I'm 40 and 23 on the year. Real, what you got?
Yes, sir. I'm 37 and 26.
All right, and Jared.
45 and 18.
All right, so we are well above. We are well above 500. All right, so you can definitely trust our picks. All right, starting off on Thursday, 49ers at LA. Real, who you got?
Yes, sir. That 49ers injury report is really bugging me. Brock Purdy out, Jawan Jennings out, a lot of key guys out. Let's just say that I'm taking the Rams at home.
All right, Jared, who you got?
Yeah, most definitely. Not even just about Brock Purdy and Juwan Jennings being out, but still that Nick Bosa injury that is critical to his team. And they're playing one of the most high-powered offenses in the league. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Rams.
Yeah, this is just the like we said, it's healthy versus not healthy. That's basically what this is, right? If both teams are fully healthy, then this will be more of a conversation. But I'm gonna go with the hot team. I'm going with the Rams, who their only loss this year came from a blocked field goal against the Eagles. Right. So we gotta think about that. Like they really could be 4-0 right now, but they had to face the best team in the league. Now they're going against a beat up 49ers team. This should definitely be a W. All right. But Sunday morning over in London, we got the Minnesota Vikings and the Cleveland Browns. Real, who you got?
Yes, sir. I'm taking the Minnesota Vikings. I think this is still a really, really good Vikings team, and they're really, really well coached. They just unfortunately ran into a really good Steelers team, but I think this Cleveland Browns team is still going to be a really bad team, and it's going to be Dylan Gabriel's first start. I don't have no confidence in him. I think this Browns offense is just like you said earlier in the segment. They're just a bad Browns team. Like there's nothing on their offense that you could really just look to and just continue to go towards to besides Quinjon Jukins. So I'm definitely taking the Vikings. I think, especially coming off that loss last week, they need this win, especially to keep pace with that division.
Facts. Jared, who you got?
I'm going to go Vikings. I think that this week will be a Vikings defensive masterclass. Like last week, Brian Flores was not able to spook Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. My bad. So something wrong with me. But I think he will be able to do a better job at spooking, especially first start Dylan Gabriel. Like Brian Flores, he's one of the best defensive minds in football. And so he's like, they basically just gave this man like fresh meat. Like they just gave this man the easy day. Like he gets to terrorize a rookie quarterback in his first start. So I expect a couple turnovers. I expect a lot of pressures, a lot of sacks. So I'm going to take the Minnesota Vikings.
All right, this game is, and I see Jared, you trying to throw a little shade. I did pick the Vikings last week, and I stood 10 toes on it. And if that game was to happen again, I would stand 10 toes on it because of our offensive line. Okay, but this week I'm gonna pick them for the same reason. Brian Flores gets to go against a sketchy offensive line and a rookie quarterback starting his very first game. Right, like in London too. It's not even at home. Like he's not even at Cleveland where he can be embraced by his fans, and it's a little kind of like Jackson Dart situation. It's not even like that. You're in London, right? This is neutral ground. All right, and I think that this game honestly might be the lowest scoring game of the year because you have a Vikings defense that's going to terrorize Dylan Gabriel. But then on the flip side, Jared, you saw what our D line was able to do to Carson Wentz. This Browns defensive line, led by Myles Garrett, is solid, right? So they can possibly get after Carson Wentz, and I think the Browns defense is really good, so they can like slow down. This might be a very low scoring game. I'm telling y'all right now, I might, and I just thought about this on the spot. I might take the under on points scored in this game. Right, I do think it's two good defenses going against two sketchy offenses simply because of the QB and the offensive line play. All right, but I am going to go with the Vikings to win in London. All right, but back on schedule, we're going at 1 o'clock with the Giants and the Saints. Real, who you got?
Yes, sir. I'm taking the Saints at home. It's going to be a really, really good game. Jackson Dart, Cam, Skitibo, they come in off a really, really good win, but Spencer Rattler's 0-10 in his career starts. I think he's eager to get one. The Saints actually been playing some pretty good football. The only team they played bad against was the Seahawks. I think at home they're going to be ready to play. I think it's a great time to go get your first win of the season. Spencer Rattler's been playing some great football. It's time for him to outplay Jackson Dart. I'm taking the Saints at home.
Jackson Dart hater over there. Who you got?
Don't get me wrong, okay? Because I don't want to just seem like such a Jackson Dart hater. Don't get me wrong. At one point, was that game with the Buffalo Bills not close?
Man, what?
It was a good game. Yeah.
If Chris Olave caught the touchdown, like we win that game. I feel like.
See, like the score does not tell that game at all. I'm gonna take the Saints. I think that, like Rose said, the Saints, like Spencer Rattler hasn't been playing bad at all. He has not. Like I think that him being the starting quarterback was the right choice, and I think that they're going to be going against a Giants team who is a little bit of ego going on in that locker room. They think that, like Rose said, they got that swagger now. Jackson Dart, they're all hyped up. And I think they're going to, be on their high horse, underestimate a 0-4 New Orleans Saints team, and the Saints will get to win this one. Jackson Dart, first away game. And not only is your first away game, you're going to a hostile environment. Like New Orleans is one of the most hostile places to play in the league. So yeah, I got the Saints winning this game. And yeah, I'm going with the Saints. Jackson Dart hater, I'm going to hate. I'm going with the Saints.
Hey, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. It's the second week you've gone against Jackson Dart. This is the second week I'm going with Jackson Dart. All right, look, I do believe that going into last week's game, he knew he had Malik Neighbors. When Malik Neighbors went out, things like the game plan changes. Everything absolutely shifts, especially in your very first game. Like things change. And I think that can be why his stats were not as appealing to Jerrick's liking. But I do think that going into this game, he know he don't have Malik Neighbors. Brian Dable know he doesn't have Malik Neighbors. So I think the game plan will be more adjusted to, okay, we got to spread this ball around because we don't have a guy we just throw the ball to. All right. Then also, as y'all mentioned, that Giants defense looked pretty good against the Chargers offense last week, right? I do think they can look good again against Spencer Rattler. Don't get me wrong, the Saints are playing very well. But I do think that the Giants can win this game and they can be 2-2. And then we're looking like, okay, if Malik Neighbors is still healthy, could this team have been okay this year? Not even bad. Could they have been okay this year? What you want to time out for? What you want to time out for?
Don't get me wrong. In the no huddle segment, weren't you just bashing the rest of the offense? Weren't you you're willing to bet on Wan'Dale Robinson, who you basically said is terrible, who dropped the pass last week?
Yep.
What we said, Darius Slayton, that the other guy you said?
Yep.
You're willing to bet on those guys. That's what I'm hearing. That's what
I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to do it. I'm not understanding.
And you were so big on them being terrible without Malik Neighbors. Worst offense in the league without Malik Neighbors. You said worst offense in the league with Malik Neighbors, actually. And now without Malik Neighbors and rookie QB's first start on the road, you're gonna ride with them.
Don't get me wrong. The Saints have been playing well, but they're not playing the Bills. They're not playing you know what I'm saying? They're playing a team they can beat. I mean, we all agree they can beat. Y'all not 100% 10 toes down on the Saints. Y'all saying the Saints going to win, but
I'm about 85.
You said what?
I'm about 85.
Okay. All right. Well, anyways, I have the Giants over the Saints. All right. My whole point was when I brought up that team was you're not going to see first round production from Jackson Dart because of that, but he doesn't need first round production to win a game. I'm picking him to beat the Saints, not like I said, not beat some crazy the Chiefs or you know what I'm saying. Like, come on now, give me a break. Give me a freaking break. All right. Moving on to our next matchup, we got the Broncos and the Eagles. Rell, who you got?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna go with the Eagles. I think this should be a good game, but I think the Eagles just know how to win football games, and this is gonna be a tough game for the Broncos. They beat up on a bad Bengals team last week, but the Eagles are a whole different game. Like you're gonna need to come on point. I don't think they're gonna have enough to get the Eagles out of there, especially a healthy Eagles team.
Thanks, Jerrick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the best team in football. I'm gonna go with the Eagles. I've yet to see whenever they go against a quality opponent, I've yet to see Bo Nix really perform and show up like I thought he was going to. So I think this will be one of those games where he kind of goes a little quiet, and the Eagles are going to do what the Eagles do, and they're going to find a way to win this game.
Yeah, I haven't been too excited about what I'm seeing from Bo Nix. I thought year 2 Bo Nix with Sean Payton would look way better than it has. Now, mind you, he just had a great game against the Bengals. I'm going to give him credit for that, right? Because it's year 2, right? He has been playing that well up until then, so he had a great game. So I'm not going to water down his performance because of the opponent, but this is not the Bengals. All right, this is the Eagles team, and they're at home. I don't think Bo Nix can go into Philly. If anybody was to end this win streak, I'm not betting on Bo Nix to do it, if that makes sense. No shade to Bo Nix, but I don't think they can get the job done. All right, next up, we got the Texans in Baltimore. This is crazy because it's funny. Just a little behind the scenes information. I told Rell and Jerrick, let's sprinkle a little money on the Texans when the Ravens were favored, right? But in 2 days, it's flipped. The Texans are now favored in this game, of course, due to injury concerns. But Rail, who you got in this game?
Yes, sir. The Ravens are really beat up, but I'm taking the Ravens at home. It's the unpopular opinion. They're 1-3 right now. Man, like we said earlier in the video, John Harbaugh's on the hot seat. Like if they go 1-5, like this is a team I thought had Super Bowl aspirations. So I think with a Texans team whose offense still doesn't have it figured out, we got to think this Texans team just shot out the Titans team. This is two 1-3 teams going against each other.
Mhm.
Even though the Ravens are beat up, I'm gonna take John Harbaugh and the Ravens. I don't care who's starting at quarterback. I just know that this Ravens team is going to be desperate for a win at home.
Facts. Jerry, who you got?
I'm going Texans, and I just think that not having Lamar Jackson on top of having one of the worst 5 defenses in the league, it's really going to be a recipe for disaster. I think that this Texans team, like we talk about the Ravens being 1-3 and how they can't afford to lose too many more games. Neither can the Texans, because being quite honest, if the Texans want to make the playoffs, this might be a situation where they need to win the division. And the Colts right now are looking pretty good. The Colts are going to get another win this week, and they're going to move on to 4-1. You cannot fall back to 1-4. You just can't. You really can't. And then you got the Jaguars winning fluke games. You cannot fall back to 1-4. You absolutely can't. So I'm gonna pick the Texans on this one. No Lamar Jackson. It's gonna be a big problem. And I think D'Amico Ryans and that defense is really gonna cause some problems for Cooper Rush.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Texans, and the reason in this game is the game that's gonna tell me if I'm pressing the panic button knowing CJ Stroud or not. You're in an absolute finger licking situation right now. You don't got to go against Lamar Jackson for one, right? So let's take a little pressure off of you. And secondly, you're going against a Ravens defense that everybody is eating against, right? So you got to go out there and not only win but perform well as well. Like you have to. This is the game. Remember I told y'all my hand was on the panic button, but I'm not gonna press it yet with CJ Stroud. I will break the panic button if he looks bad in this game and loses this game against a Ravens team with no Lamar Jackson. Or if you do lose this game, it better be a shootout. But the thing is, it can't be a shootout with Cooper Rush at quarterback unless Derrick Henry has 300 rushing yards for 5 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? Like it can't. There's no way I can see it being a shootout. So you have to perform well and get the win in Baltimore. I'm sorry, you have to, or I'm going to break the panic button on CJ Stroud. All right, next up we got the Raiders and the Colts. Rail, who you got?
Yes, sir. I'm going with the Colts. Like Jerry said earlier in the betting segment, the Colts are a way better team than we thought they were. They came all the way down to a last second Tutu Atwell 80-yard bomb to win the game. Without that, Jonathan Taylor and the Colts are going to win that game. And granted, the Colts just went against a solid Rams defense. Daniel Jones hasn't turned the ball over before that, so I think he's going to stick to that path and he's going to play turnover-free game. And the Colts are going to win this game against the Raiders. And like Jerry said, you shut down Ashton Genty and you force Geno Smith to throw the ball is a recipe for that disaster. Geno Smith has multiple games throwing 3 INTs this year, so I'm guaranteeing the Colts win for sure.
Derek.
That is terrible. I'm
He
sorry.
is terrible. He is terrible.
That's terrible. Multiple
He-
games of 3. That is terrible.
He's terrible. Like for real.
Sheesh. But yeah, everything Herrera says, and I'm just doubling down on my money line take. I'm gonna take the Colts. It's just that simple. They're a pretty good football team, and the Raiders aren't.
Yeah, I'm going with the Colts, guys. The Raiders suck, as I've been saying since day one. I never saw the hype with this team. And just to piggyback off Rail said, Gino has 6 touchdowns with 7 interceptions thrown this year. I mean, 7 turnovers in 4 weeks, guys. What are we doing here? Like, what are we doing? He's not good, and it's okay. It's okay. Like everybody can't be good. Everybody just can't be good. It's okay. All right, I'm going with the Colts with an easy win. Take the spread if you want to, because this is pathetic. All right, next up we got the Cowboys and the Jets. Jerry, your guy is winless. All right, but Real, who you got?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm a big Justin Fields guy too, even when he was in Pittsburgh last year. So I'm taking the Jets to win. We know the Dallas Cowboys team cannot stop the run. That's one thing we know the Dallas Cowboys team can't do. And we know that this Justin Fields and Brees Hall Jets offense, when you also have Braylon Allen, can run the ball really good. I'm thinking that this Cowboys team will not be able to stop New York, especially with New York at home. And Aaron Glenn's going to be real desperate for a win after 0-4, going 0-4. Please don't let that Sunday night football game hype you guys up, guys. Please don't let it hype you guys up. This Cowboys team is still bad. It's still really, really bad. I got the Jets winning. They're going to be desperate. They're not going 0-5, I promise you. And on top of that, Jalen was trying to play my boy. Aaron Glenn said, I think Aaron Glenn is going to be gone after this year. I said, dog, chill. So, yeah, I think the Jets will definitely be eager for their first win. Definitely.
Jerrick, what you got? Yeah, pat it. Pat
The
it.
Jets are just bad. Like I don't like. I'm not like they keep finding ways to lose. Like for example, the Buccaneers game, a miracle play puts you in the lead, and then your defense just lights too bright, pee down their pants, and give a last second. Like it's just. And then this week, turnover galore. Oh my gosh! Like I'm not understanding. I don't get it. Braylon Allen at the goal line, we're right there, right there. Just and then Justin Fields coughed one up. And then the first play out of halftime, I'm thinking, okay, they done built up some momentum before halftime. They gonna come out, they can score a touchdown. It didn't happen. They keep finding ways to shoot themselves in the foot, and I'm not confident that this defense can slow down Dak coming off of a great game that he had, going against a Packers defense that's much better than the defense. Like I said, like guys like Sauce, guys that we thought a couple years ago was going to be like that, they're not. I'm sorry, and like I feel bad. I'm not gonna lie, I feel bad for Aaron Glenn, but he just might get fired at the end of the season, and I will be more than glad to have you in Pittsburgh.
You right.
Our DC position.
You are so right.
But yeah, so I got the Cowboys winning this one.
You are so right. Please come be our DC. I beg you. I beg you. Look, Aaron Glenn's a great coach. Okay, I don't say great coach because he hasn't done anything to prove that he's a great coach yet, right? I think we all just have high hopes for Aaron Glenn. I love the swag on the sidelines. I love the dancing. I love the flexing. I love like he's making this Jet team fun to watch because you're watching for Aaron Glenn. But those 11 guys on the field are poo. like I can't, bro. It makes me so mad because I picked this team to go to the Super Bowl last year. All they did was lose Aaron Rodgers. Like that's how confident I was in this team, and they look terrible. Like it's not Aaron Glenn's fault. Aaron Glenn about to be a scapegoat for, unfortunately, Jerrick. I don't want to say this, but he's going to be a scapegoat for the Justin Fields
Stop it!
Wait, hear me out. Let me finish. Not being where we think he should be in his career yet. I think that's because what else you gonna blame it on? Because if you don't blame Justin Fields, we're gonna blame the coach. Like it's one of the others, quarterback or coach, and we're gonna blame the coach. It's unfortunate. I don't think he should get fired. I even said, please don't fire this man because this is going to be a bad year. But I didn't think that 0-5 was on the table. And they're about to go 0-5. I'm going with the Cowboys. Look, it's not even about the Cowboys impressing me on Sunday night. The Cowboys are in a close game with the Eagles. The Cowboys was in a shootout with the Giants. But like the Cowboys team is not as bad as we thought it was going to be. They're still not making the playoffs. Don't get it twisted. And they're still not that good of a team. But the Jets, holy crap! Like, what, like I can't. They just let Tua look like an all-star, and this is a defense that I thought was going to be really, really good. It's just there's nothing here. There's nothing for me to pick here, guys. Like there's no reason why I'm picking the Jets. I'm sorry, so I'm going with the Cowboys. All right, next up we got the Dolphins and the Panthers. Rell, who you got? Sorry.
Yes, sir. I'm going with the Panthers. There's another two teams that are desperate at 1-3. I'm going with the Panthers at home, though. You guys saw how they played against Atlanta at home a couple weeks ago. I think that the Dolphins, they just lost their number one weapon. I think J.C. Horn is easily going to be able to take Jalen Waddle out of the game. And I think this Panthers team, Bryce Young, he's going to be playing way better. They came off a terrible game last week. So they got all the motivation in the world to go get this win. Must-win game right here.
Yeah, who you got?
To be honest, I don't know. Like I really might flip a coin in this game. Like this is two bad football teams going against each other. Like I know I said last week the Patriots would win that game, being hungry after beating themselves the week prior, but 42-13. That's ridiculous. Like it's bad, and then on the other hand, I don't want to say okay, maybe Miami got a spark of life because Tua is still cheeks. The team still buns. Tyreek Hill is hurt. Like you said, JC Horn, now he don't got to worry about guarding Tyreek Hill. He's guarding Jalen Waddle, who I'm more than likely sure he can lock down. Like, I really don't. Like, I might flip a coin. I might tell Siri right now, flip a coin. Let me know how I'm going to take. This is a bad situation. Like, it really is. But, I mean, just for the sake of it, I'm gonna take the Panthers. Like I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I don't know if there will be a game this year where I pick Tua. I just don't think so. Like he's terrible. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna go with Bryce Young and the Panthers. Hopefully I'm not wrong.
I'm going with the Panthers. Like you said, I just don't ever feel comfortable picking Tua. I'm sorry. Like I know Bryce is bad, but I think Tua. Okay, Tua's better than Bryce. Keep it, bud. Let's keep it.
Uh,
Let's keep it.
well,
Let's keep.
well,
No, okay,
Nah,
don't do that. Don't do that. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. Let's
nah,
keep it.
nah.
Wait, nah, what?
No, like Tua is not better than Bryce. Dead.
no. Tua
Dead.
is terrible. Tua
Bro,
might be the worst quarterback in the National Football League. I'm not gonna lie. Like
dog, Tua is the worst quarterback. Dude, did you, bro? Tua has Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill, bro, and Devon A-Chain. Bro, like, come on, bro.
in a system
Bryce?
designed for him to thrive. Like
Literally, like,
he looks like yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know. I
we were
can't.
just calling Mike McDaniel's system one of the best offensive systems in the league. Like,
Yes, like Mike McDaniels had him a couple years ago looking like an MVP.
Tua is the reason Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle were just two top 10 receivers, bro. Tua is the reason they're not that anymore.
Okay, wait.
Literally.
Okay, I think. Okay, let me address this up for y'all.
Who is Bryce Young and Tua right now, bro? What are you talking about?
Wait, hold on. Talk about. Let me address this up for y'all. Let me tell y'all what I'm trying to say. If a horse took a deuce, right, and an elephant took a deuce, they're both poop, but one's bigger than the other. You see what I'm saying? like we gotta like that. That's how I feel about this. They're both bad, but it's just one is worse. And I think okay. I'm picking the Panthers. Don't get it twisted, right? But I'm taking. But I think Tua is still a better quarterback than Bryce. Just right now. Like I think Bryce is going to be better. I mean, but how long will we keep saying this? This is Bryce what third year? Like how long we gonna keep saying, oh, Bryce gonna be good. Bryce gonna be good. How much longer you want, my man? Like we can't just keep saying he gonna be good. At some point you gotta be good. So next up, Bucks, Seattle. Man, this is my finger licking. If y'all want to win some money, nuke this. I'm telling you that right now. Nuke it. All right, Rell, who you got?
Yes, sir. I personally think it'll be a good game in Seattle. Seattle always tends to play good at home, but yeah, I'm confident in the Bucks. Last week showed me everything I needed to see. This Bucks team's a really good team. Jalen was speaking on it earlier, but the Bucks, it came down to like a fourth and goal, and Baker Mayfield just couldn't complete a pass. He ran around for like 10 seconds, rode all the way out to the right, and just couldn't complete the pass. If he completes that pass and they score, like they win that game. So this Buccaneers team is really, really good. They're a play away from being 4-0. I'm definitely taking them to win this game. If I'm the Buccaneers defensive coordinator, if I stop Kenny Walker and I stop Jackson Smith, Jigba, we win this game. So that's all you got to do. Force Sam Darnold to beat you because he does not mind giving you the ball.
Got you, Jerrick.
Like Rose said, I do think this will be a good game. I really do. And for bettors out there, both wide receiver ones, whatever that prop is, go ahead and circle it. Like I really honestly, Mega Ibuka and JSN, they really might go off and go crazy. But I am gonna pick the Buccaneers. I am not too high on the Seahawks. I do think that they aren't a bad football team. They're not. I just don't think that when it comes to playing good football teams, they can get the job done at the end of the day. Like we said, their only credible win would be the Steelers, and we handed them that game. So that's still not really a credible win. So I'm just going to take Tampa Bay in this one.
Egbuka at 61.5. I think you can gladly take the over, and then JSN at 78.5. So that's a little high, but I think you can still sprinkle
A
a
little
little.
high, but you can
Yeah. He can
he's
still get it for sure. But yeah, I'm going with the Bucks, guys, for every reason that I said earlier. I just think they're a better team, and they're not favored in this game. I don't know why Vegas is just so hyped on the Seahawks team, led by Sam Darnold. I think at some point it's going to come crashing down. Like it's funny because last year, the one of my favorite moments of the year was when I made this. I made the playoff tiers going into the playoffs, and I said the law of gravity. What goes up must come down, and best believe Sam Darnold that very next game played like hot, you know what, right? So same thing applies, bro. Law of gravity. At some point, Sam Darnold gonna show us who he really is and show Gotham his true colors. Ain't that right, Jared? Sure.
Unfortunately.
All right. Next up, we got the Titans and the Cardinals. Real, you got.
I'm taking the Cardinals. Past 2 weeks, they just lost two last second field goals. In both games, they battled back from a deficit to go win the game. I mean, to come back. I think Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison will be on a way better track this week, and I think they're gonna beat up on a really bad Titans team. This Titans team just got shut out 0-28 by a defeated Texans team. They haven't won a game yet, so that was a bad way to go out. I think this Cardinals team will be really, really desperate at home to go get a win, and they got to keep pace with the Rams in this division. They have to absolutely. So I'm taking the Cardinals.
Jared.
Yeah, the Cardinals might towards the end of the season be looking at a wild card spot because they have the ability to beat the bad teams, and that's always a good thing whenever you have a lot of them on their schedule. So another week where they're going against a bad team, this Titans team, like honestly, the whole opinion on this Titans team is literally what Cam Ward said in his post game presser last week. They are bad, and it's showing. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the Cardinals.
Yeah, I'm going with the Cardinals. I mean, nothing really talk about here. Next, we got Lions and Bengals. Real, you got.
Lions.
Dang. It's Jared.
Lions.
Dang. Okay. So since there's no analysis for this matchup, because clearly the Lions, I'm going with the Lions. For those of y'all on Prize Picks, there's a demon bet, a 79.5 for Jamar Chase. Look, I got bit in the butt last week for putting money on Jamar Chase. But if there's a demon bet at 79.5 for Jamar Chase, I'm taking it. Oh well. I will go down with the ship. I don't care. I'm taking it. So for those of y'all on Prize Picks, I highly advise y'all go take it because it's just worth the shot, especially when you're dealing with the best receiver in the league, who we all know can take a slant.
Best receiver in the league.
Best receiver, second best, 1A, 1B, tomato.
No, it's 1 and 2. It's clear. It's 1 and 2.
Yeah, because he has a quarterback that can't give him the ball. All right, next up we got the Commanders and the Chargers. Real, who you got?
Yes, sir. Jaden Daniels should be back this week. That's big for the Commanders, but I'm still taking the Chargers. They dropped a tough one in New York last week. We were actually talking about it earlier this week. Dropping a game like that, the Chargers just dropped the Giants. Dropping a game like that will keep the Chiefs in the division. Like, it'll give the Chiefs the division. So the Chargers literally can't afford to lose this game right here at home. Justin Herbert, you got to go get this one, especially as bad as you played last week. You got to go pull it through and get this win. So I'm taking the Chargers. And especially because, man, Mario Hampton looked good. Y'all's boy looked real good.
Thanks. Mario. Go ahead, Jared.
Yeah, I got the Chargers. This is the perfect opponent and the perfect opportunity to turn back around after a bad loss. There's no reason why they should have lost that game against the Giants. But, I mean, it is what it is in the past now. So Justin Herbert's going to want a week to go out here in redemption. He's going to want to prove himself that he is still good like he was in the first 3 weeks. And then, like you said, Marion Hampton, like this offense is just too high-powered. And although Jaden Daniels is coming back, it just won't be enough.
Yep, I got the Chargers. For the same reason y'all said, I think losing a game like that, you have no choice but to bounce back. And the Chiefs, not only did they win, but they looked good in the win. Like, it wasn't just an ugly win. Like, they looked dangerous. And mind you, we are 2 weeks removed from seeing Rashee Rice suit up for the Chiefs. So it's only going to get uglier going on from here. So you might want to keep that little 2-game lead you have because the Chargers are what? They're 3-1, and then the Chiefs are what? 2-2, right? No. Yeah, they're 2-2.
No, 2-3. Wait, no.
It's 2-2.
Yeah, 2-2. They're 2-2.
Yeah, they're 2-2. So sorry, you want to keep that game lead that you have on them moving forward. So you definitely got to win this game against the Commanders. All right, but Sunday Night Football, we have Drizzy Drake and the Patriots against Josh Allen and the Bills. Real, you got?
Yes, sir. I'm taking Josh Allen and the Bills. The Patriots do definitely have a confidence booster, but I just think Drake May versus Josh Allen prime time game. I just think the lights will be way too big for Drizzy Drake, and so I'm definitely taking Josh Allen. I actually think Josh Allen's gonna have a really, really big game. I'd go ahead and lock a rushing touchdown prop for him for sure.
Jay, who you got?
I'll take Josh Allen in the Bills. Honestly, I don't think this should have been the Sunday Night Football game. I don't think this will be a good game, quite frankly. The Patriots, they're not as good as I thought they were going to be, and the Bills are what we think they are. So I'm going to go with Buffalo.
If this was a 1 o'clock game, I would have picked the Patriots. I think they could have because the Bills, although they have been winning, they've been winning little close games against the Dolphins and against the who was it last week against the Saints. Like I thought they could have just what a wake up call. Not nothing. It would have been nothing. Like they would have lost the game. I'd be like, okay, cool, they lost the game. It would have been a little wake up call. And it's a divisional matchup, so you know how those can go. If it was 1 o'clock, I would definitely pick the Patriots. But it's prime time. Josh Allen not finna lose to Drake May in prime time. But Drake May, this is an opportunity for you to put your name out there. Right, it's an opportunity for you to show the world you got next. Like you don't got to win this game, but go out there and perform really well. And you already know under the lights, we all be like, okay, the Patriots really got something. Like I believe they have something, but Drake has not shown enough for the world to say that the Patriots have something. So this is an opportunity for you to put some numbers up. All right, but then we got to close off the week. You said you don't know why the Patriots and the Bills was a Sunday night game. I don't know why the Chiefs and Jaguars are a Monday night game, right? But Rell, we got Chiefs and Jaguars. Who you got?
Yes, sir. Just to go back on what I said during my money line, I'm taking the Chiefs. Reason being is this Jaguars team is the worst 3-1 team in the league. Like I said, all their games they don't have any credible wins this year. But to second down on what I said, their defense is taking the ball away. They lead the league in takeovers, but Trevor Lawrence is giving the ball right back as 2 times faster. I think it's going to also come down to quarterback play. When we line up their quarterbacks, Patrick Mahomes has 7 touchdowns to 1 interception. Trevor Lawrence has 5 touchdowns to 4 interceptions, and that's not even to mention he's fumbled 1 time. So he has 5 touchdowns and 5 turnovers. I'm definitely taking the Chiefs. And to go back on what I said with the Jacksonville defense, they've been taking the ball away a lot, but Patrick Mahomes isn't going to turn the ball over, especially on Monday Night Football. Go ahead and lock the Chiefs. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Chiefs are definitely a lock, especially after like seeing the confidence that they're going to have coming off of that big win against the Ravens. But also, like, it'll be a situation where the way we saw the Chiefs take Derrick Henry out of the equation by going up big on the Ravens early, they're going to take Travis Etienne out of this equation. Like, whenever the game's close, they can give the ball to Travis Etienne, things go well. Like, Travis Etienne's a very nice playmaker, and he gets things going. But when you're down by 2-3 possessions, you can't rely on your running back in the run game, and you're going to have to rely on Trevor Lawrence, who we all agree is just a bad quarterback. So I got the Chiefs.
I got the Chiefs as well, and my reason being, and mind you, I think one of the things about the Jaguars that we kind of overlook, because we don't think it's sustainable, but they have caused 9 turnovers this year, and they lead the league in 9 turnovers. So I think that's a big reason why they've been able to win these games, even with Trevor Lawrence looking mid, which he has been looking. But I do believe that the Jaguars, mind you, last week they forced 4 turnovers, only won by 5 against a beat up 49ers team. Then over the past three, and actually in their 3 wins, so they're 3-1. In their 3 wins, Trevor Lawrence has 2 total touchdowns and 2 interceptions in their 3 wins, right? So, I mean, how are they win these games is because of the turnovers forced by the defense. What does the Chiefs not do? They don't really turn the ball over, right? So I think they're going to really, really struggle against the Chiefs. This is also a lock this week for sure. Like I'm 1,000% certain that the Chiefs are going to win this game. All right. But also, I didn't mention this earlier, but the bye weeks have begun. All right. So if anybody play fantasy, right, or whatever it is, make sure you are aware that the Falcons, the Bears, the Packers, and the Steelers are all on bye weeks. Right. The bye weeks have begun, so make sure you're paying attention for your fantasy leagues and make the proper adjustments. All right. But that's it from your boy Rell, your boy Jerrick, and your boy J Bess. We will see y'all again next week. Once again, follow the TikTok, the Facebook, and Instagram if you want daily content, and you also want picks that we have. Like the picks we did today, I post them also on my social medias. And once again, if you want to join the Discord, a one-time $10 payment, and you will be added to the Discord for the whole entire year, and you'll get free picks throughout the whole year. We just hit big last week. Let's hit big again this week. Let's go 9-0 with the picks, and let's go undefeated with our picks. Let's try to go undefeated with the picks for the NFL week. How about that? We really can, because some of us pick different teams, but we're going to see what happens, all right? But that's it from your boys. Y'all stay blessed. Much love. We out.
Yo, they feeling like it's 7, leave a comment down below. Yo.